Shine Light 7, welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out, so please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with. Before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all guys doing today? I'm Miss Shine Light 7. I got y'all messages for today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new and you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. As well as if you would like to get your own message, 1111 for the until the 1111 portal is normally 25 for 25. If you would like to get the full message, it is 25 for 25. But so to speak, and if you're interested in donating to the channel, that is under Cash App as well. If you're interested in becoming a member, memberships are also available. If you are interested in becoming a super chat person, hit the super chat button. It's something there for you to do. I don't know on your end. And as well, if you would like to hype this video up, hype it up, hype it up. And if you don't mind, hit that heart button, hold it, hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm so we can stay on the algorithm, so we can get seen on this algorithm. We be getting busted and shadow banned. We've been, boy, they do it so bad over here, but guess what? If for whoever sees my messages, it's for you at that moment, whenever you come across these messages, okay? Because, you know, I'm out here in the trenches. All right, so listen, I want to get started. The day is the Super Beaver Moon. Super Beaver Moon. You know what I mean? Super Beaver Moon. This is a super moon for some energy. Yeah, super moon. Pulling right in. Yep. Mm-hmm. One of the powerful ones that come in around this time for harvesting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what can you expect, right? You want to know what we can expect out of this moon. I know some of them witchcrafters, you want to rebuke that burst in the name of Jesus, and whatever they got coming your way, we are aware of it, and we're sending it back 7 times with fire. Right, we're sending it back under that witchcraft, any wickery, anything that do not serve our highest good and for our ancestors and our guides. We don't want it. Okay, when it comes to this energy, this is also the highest, the largest, the hot, brightest in this year's super moon. This is also the closest point to Earth in its energy. The peak is illuminated here. It also is approximates to the Earth is 221,183 miles from the Earth. Its appearance is going to be appears large and up to 30% brighter than the typical full moon normally are. Some viewpoints of this energy, you'll be able to see the moon's illusions. Moon illusions can make the moon appear even bigger when it is rising from frames by objects or horizons such as trees or buildings. Some also called the beaver moon comes from the time of the year when beavers begin to make shelter for winter and their furs trap would hunt, winter when fur trappers, they looking for their fur, trappers would hunt them for their pellets, their skin, they hide. And that's called forest moon or a freezing moon. And we have frost. You could be looking for frost in your area coming up soon. Somebody could also be seeing snow soon, coming early in this energy as well. This is due to the onset of the colder weather coming in. Okay, that's what that talks about. Under that energy. And under a more spiritual tone, this is also preparation, transformation, and also grounding in its energy. This is also letting go of things and transforming in things where quiet phases are happening. You release old patterns, burdens, attachments that no longer are useful here. This is when you can feel forms of grief work in this energy that is necessary for integration and moving forward, gratitude and reflection. But this is a time on what to build and achieve during the year. This is an opportunity to express gratitude for your progress and honor your efforts at this time. Grounding and stability. This is an energy, especially when it occurs in the sign of Taurus and Scorpios, Moon in Taurus, Sun in Scorpio. So this is calls for a slowing down, finding stability. It encourages you to nurture yourself and strengthen your emotions and your spiritual foundations in this time. And that just goes for, and you can have Scorpio and Taurus in any part of your chart, your neonatal chart. Okay, take that as it will resonate. Inner stillness. That was a time for you to be still. This is a winter is approaching. This moon also is a time to shift from outward actions to inner reflections. It is about finding endurance and inner peace by strengthening yourself from the inside out. Okay, that's what it talks about. Okay, and things you should avoid in this energy: making major decisions, starting new adventures, engaging in conflict, or overreacting to a situation. These things could, some believe that this strong energy can lead to poor outcomes, and it also is recommended to be mindful of this potential increase of energy when it comes to the effects of your sleep and when it comes to the mood, and to avoid intoxicating substances that could cloud judgment or even your insight. Okay, that's what it talks about. Arguments and confrontations. It also can escalate, and intense emotions are common during this time. So it is best to avoid conflict and negative thinking in this time when it comes to this Beaver moon. Overreacting to a situation heightens emotions at this time, and it's also recommended that to be avoided, and avoid overreacting to events or situations, or instead find a more concentrated introspection approach to it. Okay, we got to calm ourselves down. Relax, Max. Ignoring your intuition. They don't want you to do that. The full moon is thought to heighten your intuition and emotional awareness. So it's best not to ignore these feelings. Instead, use this time for introspection and to be mindful of what the energy is showing you. Okay? Take this time to reflect. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm going to get into this message. We got cry here on the table. All right? We got cry, cry, baby. Look who's talking. Look who's talking two. Look who's talking one. Give me a little apple juice down here. I don't know. Somebody. I'm gonna get that in my Let's see what it talks about. That's okay. So focusing, and this is also emotional clutter. Somebody could be dealing with a lot of emotional clutter, or even physical clutter, or mental clutter, or instability too. That could come in as that. Shoot, my damn tablet hit the floor. All right, you guys, let's get into this message, you guys. Let's talk about it. I hope you guys are having a great day, evening, or night whenever you are checking out this message. So some entity is territorial about somebody here. Who is this? Talk about this energy here. Oh my God, somebody put a lot into something when it came to a lost venture. So they told us about a venture here. They want y'all to watch these things y'all going off towards tangies and things. Somebody that cried. Somebody wrote on the wall. Oh, somebody wrote on the wall. I am who? Elijah. Elijah and Liam wrote on the wall. Liam wrote on the damn wall. Okay, the writings on the wall is what that says. Okay, they wrote on the damn wall. Somebody that's been drinking or been offered drinks. I'm saying don't drink nothing. You ain't see the bottle open. You ain't seen it being poured. Don't drink it. Yeah, somebody ain't happy. A camper here. They definitely ain't liking the way they squeezing their cheeks right there, boy. Yeah, they definitely ain't liking the way the way this is sitting. They sitting upside down with this. Let me talk about what Liam. Who Liam? Tell me why Liam got the writing on the wall. Who's that? Order and peace is here. Order and court. Somebody might have to go to court. Night court. Elmo. Hey. Okay, Liam is Elmo. Okay, Elmo. A nerd that's drinking wine. You know better. Okay, nerd. The nerve of some people. No nonsense judgment choice. A celebrity. Somebody that this could be a celebrity that's feeling like they want to come back with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator, determined to come back too. The chicken, but they scared. And some animal, dog. No nonsense judge a choice of an animal. You see any other animals out here other than a chicken? Hold on, let me look. I see bugs. That's the 10 of Pentacles. Something about their money ain't right though. They got a pocket full of bugs. Bed bugs. Oh, we got bugs. A labor of love. They gave too much to acknowledge somebody's scorned lover. Gave to somebody else, and that's a coffin. They ain't got no more money. They went the wrong way. The map didn't. Oh well. They dying the dogs. They traveler. New suitor. Fighting spurt. Vendor. Week ahead. Tips and donation. They taking donations. We out here paneling. 57, 47, 37. Somebody combination. The Hyphen. They tried to control. Elmo tried to control the nerd and told the celebrity that they'd be back. Who that? The devil. Somebody, the return of a diva. Court case wasn't fair. I came out 2 times in a row. They keep telling 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row. He didn't move on fast. He was never still in the first place. Somebody that was never still in the first place. So if they moved on fast, they never was still in the first place. They thought they could come back with hookup ghosts. Did them. Embarrassed. Round 2. Fight! 8 of Swands. Message of concern. Somebody want to fight with fighting spirit here. Leo and Libra. Scorpio and Taurus. Come ground. Confrontation regards. So to some accountability. A fair shot. We're about to move this over here to the other side. That shit crazy.
Okay, thanks, man.
Hold on. We ain't having that. Hold on, y'all, for 1 second. I gotta pause. This shit ain't gonna happen. Hold on. Hold on, y'all, for a second.
Torrance and Anthony head in to interview a potential witness.
Okay, now, I want you to tell me what you heard or saw.
The witness says he was on a friend's porch moments before the shooting.
And how far away does he live from where the shooting happened? And tell me exactly what you heard.
don't even know. We ain't gonna be dealing with that over here.
No, sir. No, sir. Hold on, y'all. Just a second, y'all. All right, y'all. Get my cards. Right? So they got honest about they want to be back, right? When it came to the order and peace. Don't be afraid to fail. Somebody is afraid to when it comes to touchdown score. That's 3. That's too many. All these came in reverse, but I'm going to read them up right. So we got 6 of Cups. Somebody still nostalgic, but it's forbidden with spirit here saying that. Somebody that's still foggy brain when it came to foggy heart, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and mixed up. They said that this person is definitely not ready when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles. That's somebody that's dishonest, Queen of Pentacles. That's you. I gotta say, you heal and release this person, place a thing. Masculine, yin, yin into your yin. And something is influencing with this character here of a celebrity. They was playing rich or something here, trying to play boss daddy. It's giving that kind of energy. But they also giving me Elmo energy when it comes to their self. When they were Liam writing their name on the wall. Dang. Spirit talking like this tonight. That's how they talking to me. Somebody that John Deere. Somebody that wanted to cultivate some kind of drama. But it was trash. Even before they started with the shit. Justice. They was doing something unjust when it comes to romance and a soulmate. Somebody could be pregnant with pregnancy test here, recorded. The doctor could have told them they was pregnant. Try some more. Tell me about the influence. Who's this influence? Somebody that promiscuous with. Something that destroyed something here. Shattered, destroyed. Something that was somebody that they thought they was outsmarting somebody by writing their name on something, marking their territory, rebuilding your life a headway. Somebody thought they was getting ahead of you. Surface, square, one, anyone. It was resurfaced. Something was surface. Something is only on the surface when it came to a legal matter. And just with just on the table already. Just already at the top. Just here. Just matter. That's a just matter. And somebody's still crushing on somebody. When still want to come confront somebody here too with positive tips or donations. They want to come to you and donate something with a crush here. And that's somebody that's like secret handshake. They want to come here and some still secret society here, but it's still a cutoff. Like that. The spirit's saying no, it's a cutoff. Like that shit is cut off. Rebuild your life. Like go ahead. Like tell this person to go ahead. Head whatever way they was heading. Go ahead with perspective here. Prospect here. You got other prospects. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at two different cards. And daybreak. Somebody might get it in the next day or two with daybreak. The last obstacle before the emerging of life. Somebody that turned you off. They thought they was turning you on by. They was turned on by going with other people, but they thought they had turned you like they didn't know they didn't turn you all the way off here. Somebody that's the radio host, somebody that's being a functional adult every day seems a bit excessive. Animal Planet, somebody else out here acting like a goddamn animal. They was acting like Animal from the Muppets. That's what they gave me, Elmo. So that's a Muppet. They was acting like Animal from the Muppets. They was acting like a Fraggle Rock or something. They was acting like Fraggles out here. Down in Fraggle Rock, they was acting like Fraggles out here. They called them squirrels. They was trying to get a nut. They said that this was a diamond to the dust. So somebody that was trying, that got rid of the diamond to the dust when it came to trade, and when it came to the style maker issue, when it came to the squirrel trying to get a nut energy. Yeah, they shot their shot though. They shot their shot, and they was promiscuous shooting their shot, but they wasn't afraid to shoot. To be afraid when they was doing that though to other people. When it says, "I wish things could have worked out between us, but we're too different." Yeah, they're a squirrel trying to get a nut, and you are a divine being living in your truth, jealous about your gifts, right? And what did I just say? You're a divine being, and they realize that now. You are being financially being taken care of. You got spiritual wealth here, advantage, taken advantage of. Somebody with, they're either being financially taken care of with these influences is, with a justice, with some sleeping around. They might be financially being taken advantage of that way, being playing, getting paid for sex and getting laid for play and stay, and a place to stay, romantic love affairs, sex only. Okay, somebody is selling it too. I gotta show you that. Selling it in the driveway, underage, evil paradise, forced to marry, child sex slaves in Los Angeles, Brazil, and Haiti, speaking poorly of all their former partners. When it comes to mixed signals and blocked emotions and mixed up, they keep people all mixed up about the people they had been with previous and prior. They'll destroy the connection because somebody was spiritually protected from somebody being promiscuous, sexually protection. They was either sexing with nobody, with friends that was fake. In reverse, even that their friends was even keeping secrets behind their back that they wasn't even their friend, type shit. They wasn't even their damn friend. Secret handshake. Nah, they wasn't their damn friend. And they was getting signs and synchronicities that they wasn't their damn friend too. Queen of Pentacles. They was there for the money. And that's it. Somebody that they got pregnant. Somebody that said that they was pregnant. Somebody that they got some kind of nudge that they wasn't on the same right. That person wasn't like up and up with them. Between the lines. Somebody threatening freedom and surrender. You broke free. I want to break free. Yes, breaking spiritual law. That broke a spiritual law with spiritual awakening, enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, and rebirth. This situation is bad. They say that's it with this lie. See it with this pregnancy. Regrets really hurt when it comes to signs and synchronicities. They regretting these signs and synchronicities and things they did. Spiritual hitman. Yeah, they're trying to take you out here when it comes to dishonest, deception, and trickery, to release and purifying and cleansing. I am going to tell you how I truly feel. But they wanted to meet in private and tell you how they feel. But they was meeting with other people and telling them how they feel. And they in denial with illusions here and deception that said that's going to come out under this moon. That's what was going to show up with self, and there was this denial of the illusions and deception of self and by others. Self-love, boundaries, and detachment are important. It has been challenging letting you go. And it has been challenging for this person to let you go, but this person wanted this with past life karma has resurfaced, and that's resurfaced had came into energy when I first came into energy. Talked about that. Something's between the lines about how they feel, how something has gone down, the person that they picked, the people that they chose, these fake friends that ain't friends, they really enemies, they snakes, but the snake ain't come out. They said something. They regret blocking somebody here with calls and spam. They want to call you. Something about block and being and saying goodbye. So that shit was all bad news. They shouldn't have never did that. But that now they getting reading about why they should have did that. But the shady shit is here. I told you the people they chose, the enemies, the people, the places, the things, the daybreak, the endings is here. It's like shit. Like ending it with you ended a lot of things for them too. Shit. Like their ego. Like let's see. Tell me what their readings are. How the veiled nebula was opening up what they saw, getting closer to the mysterious and beautiful truth. Tell me what goodbye is. Let's just kiss and say goodbye. I ain't want to say goodbye to that. Dude, yes. Yeah, that was a deception. I was saying goodbye. That was a lie. They didn't want you to go. Tell me what the good news, the bad news is. Bad news was that was a bad situation, all bad situation. They said to do that, all bad. They ain't regretted that dancing. Yeah, that was an awkward dance they did with dashing for the object. Yeah, that was an awkward dance they did there when it comes to freedom and surrendering you, person, place, or thing. Yeah, that was a bad idea, and they knew it, but they didn't want they knew it was a bad idea, but shit, they had some kind of magnetic attraction to some hoe or some deceptive ass entanglement they got into and broke their damn, shattered their damn heart when it came to their no romantic feelings that other person didn't, or they didn't care about them the way that you or ex-lover did for to them when it came to the third party. Tell me, this player, he said he strategically picked these people and it didn't turn out to compare to you when it comes to the divine feminine. Unfinished business with divine feminine. There it is, running away. They ran away from divine feminine with deception when it came to the veiled nebula. Some kind of mysterious secret between the sheets, between the mattress with somebody, hidden meaning, vague, speculate, and then click. Some kind of storm, some kind of upheaval, some kind of obstacle, wrecking ball. Yeah, they saw the truth when it came to the vision. Sunrise in another galaxy, thinking from another angle. Yeah, and they kept telling them that, that these people were shady, but they kept going for the thrill with the star. Everyone was shining bright like a candle.
The investigation is re-energized.
And when there was a squirrel out there trying to get a nut, you know what I mean? They was outnumbered with threatening. When they were threatening, and they a coward. So the proof was creeping around and catching an STD with demons and fake smiling with these tricks that they had played with and talking shit about you all the while. Got them other people looking you up to see why this person's still crashing out with fake flexing. Well, why they ain't spend their money on their bankroll on their person? Why they was out here fake flexing on other people? Nope, travelers to travel. Why they out here traveling, fake flexing for different people in different area codes? They touch down with everybody. Some nomad, a drifter or a nomad. Somebody that they got peace in the street and peace at home or peace somewhere. They got a peace everywhere they go or something. That's why they sitting up broke and no place to go. With bankrupt, with friends, spending their money on their friends. And somebody said that was a turn off. Shining. Something about the sky is the limit. Yeah, they was going all in for their friends. And that was a danger. Till somebody robbed their ass or robbed the jeweler store. Make me a grill. Some vendor. Yeah. Somebody that want you, Dolly. Yeah, they wanted Dolly, whoever Dolly is. Dolly Baby. Somebody that was some kind of, somebody that wanted freebies. Who the fuck is, excuse my language, y'all. Who the hell want freebies? Somebody that was crazy in love with the Force Flex and Aquarius, not letting it slide. Somebody that ain't letting something slide. Let me turn this card around so I can read it. Let me see. Somebody that let something slide when it comes to no shoes in the play area. That rule doesn't apply. Who rocks zebra print footwear? Somebody trying to camouflage in the ball pit while promoting shoe collection. So somebody's shoe collection, somebody thought they was stepping out and camouflage. They was stepping out. Go ahead, talk to me. Telling me more.
In the case of Max Christ, detectives have a witness who claims the
They got a witness. Let's see. When it comes to 44, move over, Dante. Okay, Uranus said, Warren, there's a distraction. It's better to focus on the project at the time now than try to do too much at once. Heed the wisdom of a sassy senior in financial matters, and you could find money flowing your way within weeks. A health matter of yours or a loved one sounds serious, but turns out it's easily cured. So somebody got some old sick dick disease, and the spirit said it came through when it came to an Aquarius, January 21st to February 18th. So that's just before Pisces jumps in. So that came out when it came to somebody trash, and they asking for help with Captain America here, shield to save your heart. When it came to 208 and 1101, you know what information to enter. So some kind of code was necessary when it came to 5294 and 5207418 energy. Well, they wanted to manifest something off of your destiny here when it comes to not letting something slide when it came to saved by their reflection or introspection. And introspection is going to show them under this moon that we're coming into right now. Something about curb appeal, something about crime and punishment when it comes to payday, when it comes to daily pay. Oh, my payment isn't close, please bill me. Something that they was paying for when it came to a storm warning or upheaval or unicorn jerky. Yeah, they was getting jerked around like they was getting the real thing. It ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Yeah, they was getting that simulated, them simulated gators. That wasn't getting the real thing. They just was leaps and bounds with money. Thought they was swimming in it. She made 20K, something about 20K disappear in about 2-3 weeks. That shit was gone. They was laying in it, rolling in it, smiling in it, kissing in it, boo loving in it. And then, I mean, like, I can't even show y'all that, but it was real supportive when it came to a free spirit. And somebody that was, oh boy, practice, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, doggone it. Yeah, well, with Jennifer, Nene, Leah. There's an A queen or the queen or situation is all bad. Whatever it is, it's an STD. Somebody was definitely trying to give this poisonous love affair. Somebody that alienate, because it's the aliens deck. This is ET, extra celestial. Spirit is speaking on that. On the galactic energy when it comes to this 24/6, when it comes to the romance and a romantic psych and a soulmate and an empath or empathy about this. These people was hating against this. Yeah, reflection, kindness, and passion. How this person is reflecting with crime and punishment. This person is like paying a hefty bag for this. Yeah, hefty one. It's gonna be a little bit of an inside scoop about it. Let's talk about it here real quick. Let's see. I want to get a little bit of that. Give me one more on the water, the reflections, the kindness, as well as the relationship, romance, the soulmate, and the empathy. An Nephilium, somebody that's controversial, somebody assessing some new perspective about it. When it came to the Alpha Centurions, these people have foresight of planning a strategy. These people see through this person's facade here. They see through this person's facade with this strange Valentine. They see through this person's facade with breaking of dawn. They see a new dawn of a new day. They see through this person's orgy spirit here. This is the orgy spirit, they calling it. The orgy spirit. The spirit of orgy. My God. My God. My God, the Peter Pan, Robin Hood, and his very merry men, the orgies of free spirit, the element of earth, north, east, west, south, fertile, practice feminine. This person is fact. What the heck? Supportive. The snake is here. Somebody supported in this situation when it came to dynasty. From vision to victory. 7, kick up your feet. Reversibility. Bold. Kobe to challenge Dallas. The cunning family. The Carrington family. Curb appeal. Crystal. 2010 might resonate with somebody. I believe my most popular nickname is Attention, classmates. I trust I don't need a introduction to introduce myself, as each of you can call me something different. Let me see what they call him something different. Why? Because they shapeshift. That's why. Yeah. Somebody got a new wife, a new girlfriend or a mistress. Somebody that's naked self. Somebody that's trying to give life a lift. Give life a lift. High five. When it comes to out of this world, a Gemini, golden star. They get it. That's the key around their neck. Who is that? Somebody that they got the poop on. When it comes to what is the weirdest thing you ever seen in someone else's home. Cleaning up other people's mess. Scooping it up. And it says, no, you bounce from that. You ain't cleaning up nobody else's mess. Healing ways, social. You ain't doing that. You balancing that shit out. You ain't doing no more of that. And that's the scoop. That's the scoop on that. That's what always scooping on that is we ain't doing that scoop. This stalker gonna be stalking and see why you moved on and think you next. Because if you balancing, you must be balanced. They hating on your spirituality. They don't want you to balance like that. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's say moving on. Thanks. Who you moving on? Thanks. This stalker wants to know. Watching, obsessing. Why? Why are you Captain America? How did you get this protective shield like this? The wolf in sheep's clothing can't figure out how you turn wolf on them too. Morning, Tom. Morning, George. How y'all both end up to being the wolf? If both of y'all end up the wolf in sheep clothing. And they in their head sitting here broke because they strategized against you with a scarcity tactic. Impersonate a fraud because they was in your energy. Impersonating a fraud, hustling people with your energy. Now they can't impersonate your energy. Now they moving in solids because they don't know how you're moving. That's why they can't let that shit slide now. Because people see it for who the shit is. With ain't shit and shit ain't shit. They see this person ain't shit with all this shit going on. And the same shit in different days right behind it. So these friends was it that was influencing this person to walk away, chase a thrill, some kind of DY to be fucking an exorcist to you, and needed to be fucking that was possessed with demons, and had a kid of it because they was on a craft with adopted cactus. You couldn't love this person if you tried. You tried though, but it was like you couldn't love a cactus. That shit would stick you every time. My deck closed back down on me, and both sides. So we got one on one lifesaver training to clear that up on their head. That's the wand energy. They was putting a one-on-one with everybody, and then the one on then the finger dress up kit and the Pope sandals. Yeah, they wish they let go of something that they shouldn't, and they thought it was okay to do it, but that was all dressed up. They said with the thumbs up. Go ahead, just go. We don't care. But that was just like, nah. That was like a mixed signal. Go ahead and do it. Mm-mm. Somebody three-way called somebody and told them that you was unworthy.
He says there's been tension building.
Somebody that moved on in relatively negative way.
He says the victim was telling people
they didn't like you. Told people they didn't like you. And they got people on the bandwagon that say that they didn't like you with the lifesaver. See, that was one-on-one life saving their own life training. Same and putting lifelines for themselves with these friends of influence. That was the same shit, different day. Yeah, with competition, because that was how they was strutting their stuff. But with the exorcist here, that was how they was trying to possess the situation or circumstance. Some about freebies or some kind of fake love offers and some kind of booking or signing or something. Somebody was hating on it. Some kind of like a radio would shut up. They want you to shut up radio, or made you go silent, or wanted you to go silent so they could go have the spirit of orgies on them. And that was like a warfare, because that was potterizable. Something that came some kind of warfare, some kind of fresh face in Kenya. That just kind of like they kept moving around, being a fresh face somewhere, changing locations or something when it comes to peace of mind, because nobody knew them on Thursday or even in the office. Somebody might have changed jobs, had to travel out of the way, moved, but they was also having elements of orgy, the feeling of orgies when it came to Robin Hood and his very merry men. Somebody that was trash talking you about you. Somebody that is still curious with past life karma and resurface. Oh, that's two came out. Somebody that is a doppelganger, a copycat, or somebody that's mimic. Old lover, old ex-lover, old spark. You touched my heart deeply, and I want to take this to the next level. Somebody that you told move on, thank you, next. When it comes to a blocked obstacle, something is blocking, something's in the way. When it comes to coming to their dream, or you're their sleep number, some kind of want to fly to you with business reply. Postage will be paid by the addressee. I'll pay you when I get there type shit. When it comes to a love story, Dream House 1986. B. Together in a new house. Envy. No, it's not going to work. So no, that somebody ain't going to want to see you with a new house and another person. That's what that is. Huh? Yeah, setting the record straight. Somebody gonna come in and block that obstacle, they think. So keep your information private. Somebody that got an unhealthy attachment to you, or to your subject, or to what you got going. Somebody that somebody that don't want to see you happy. Here, somebody that can't let you go. When it comes, don't look like a too cute. Yeah, they faking an apology. They want to come in, let us descend. My parents got sick. So somebody that's the invasion. They don't want to. They want to invade some king coming in your life, princess. Yeah, don't let them come in. When it comes to female, male behind bars serving hard time, truth crime, because they did some crime, criminal work, criminal shit. It's a criminal. Yeah, they being investigated. Somebody with police here. Somebody being investigated here. Somebody is a criminal. They got criminal mind. Some kind of spiritual adjudication here. Let me see. Watch back. Let me get the agriculture out the way. Back up. Let me get 50 feet. See what's going on between the lines. Tell me what's up here. And then I'm going to pull out these. Ooh. Tell me what's going on here. I can talk. Sit, look at you. Oh, I can sit and look at you for hours. That's a song. Clarity. Somebody gets clarity on a situation or a subject when it comes to what? Peace and order. When they gonna get something in order. What's in order? Healing. You getting in order yourself. They don't want this new person to come in. You touch my heart deeply and want to take to the next. They didn't appreciate you when they had your dream. Fake apology. Some kind of justice back again. So back up to the top. Somebody that you enlighten to your truth and your power here. And they didn't want you to see this truth about yourself. But now that you see it, it's no turning back now. It's no turning back now. Under making more money here. Something about escape the rut. Somebody gonna escape the rut. Uh-oh. Somebody, when it tried to sabotage something here. Wait, I gotta get my, hold on. Some of these need to be eliminated. And somebody that's arrogant. Somebody don't want to see you succeed. That's in a third party still. When it comes to jealous. Not only is he jealous, but they repeatedly in this energy, just, okay, with tic-tac-toe here, it's some kind of tactic they put or did or showed or tried or created to chase something here when it came to a succubus, a bugaboo, some hoes lost and turned out by that shit. Something now they want to focus on you. They really did that shit to the high heel with taking action. They was really involved. Like, they went a lot with sexually unprotected. They did a lot. And this person might want to come back and talk with you or tell you some things about it. Let go. They spirit said let go though. With Jesus sandals, with the Pope's approved sandals, it's approved to go. Let go, it's approved. That's proved. They proved you to walk away. What, if any, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? Spirit said same shit, different day. That's what they said. They said this is some kind of romantic affairs they was having with sex fixers and secret lovers. Somebody that rejected you. Lovers. Okay, adjudication on it. Some kind of pathway. They thought they had a different path to be on. Not with you though. Yeah, high honor. Somebody that didn't put you in high honor. Somebody that didn't expect you to win. Somebody that had put distance between you because they never thought you was going to win. Somebody that changed their mind now, though. Yeah, they want to come to you house when it comes to something after they took a journey somewhere and put a nail to coffin to y'all. And now they thought about it. 16. Yes or no. It's a no, baby. It's a no, baby. It's a no, baby. Number. It ain't no takebacks. When you make a decision in this realm and these types of streets now, I gotta tell you, like, you gotta stand on that shit now. You gotta say that shit with your chest and keep that shit moving. But when you turn her, somebody want to turn around. Don't turn no around. If you want to see my heart break, yeah. Somebody want to see your heart break, yeah, because they gotta finish him. They want to finish you. Yeah, they want to challenge you. They want. See, this ain't no person that's gonna learn from what they did. This ain't a person that's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry for what I did with apology. They said it was a fake apology. Now, had they hadn't told me that, I'd have been like, all right, collective, you know what I mean? Get this baboon one more last go round. But because I didn't get that, and because I got, you know what I mean, fake apology, it's like, yo, like, it's a no. And like, it's a no for multiple reasons. It ain't just a no because, you know what I mean, one thing, it's like it's like a fucking no because that person is like diabolical. Like, no. Like, look, let's pull back a little bit. Let's give us a little, what do I know on the U-turn, Spirit? Well, I know on the U-turn, I see now. U-turn, spinning the block. Return, I see now. Why they see now? Let's see. Because whatever you told this person happened with the son. Whatever you said with the same shit, different day. Whoever you said that they was going to go to, and that person didn't like them, and they was destroying them, and whatever you said was true. They didn't believe. And that person was feeding bullshit about you to them. She's a fake this, and she was shady the whole time. Whoever they were. And that jackass decided to go with them, with jackass. And while you healed yourself with self-love, you loved yourself, forging yourself, right? Turned your back. They turned your back and like fucked up over you the whole time. Changed, right? Time too late now to come back though, because they did too many things. With same shit, different day. Ain't shit. They was doing that. Spirit watched them. AB ain't shit with whoever this Queen of Wands was, or whoever they was giving a wand to, that they rejected you for. And it was a no. Travel. Whoever they traveled at a distance with, too much winning to even acknowledge it with multiple third parties, second parties, and third parties. To really busy with them. Faking moon in their dark night of the soul, howling at the moon. You know what I mean? They said wolf in sheep's clothing, and then when they seen that you could be a wolf in sheep's clothing too, and you could swing the same way they could with Four of Pentacles, the star. You know, you could make other people the star of the show in your life too. They didn't like that. They don't like that feeling. Look, let's go in here. Star starts the show, and then they got this coffin. Let's see. Talk about the star. Talk about the Four of Pentacles. Talk about the moon. And talk about too busy winning. Somebody's parent that got sick. Somebody's parent could be in a hospital. A celebrity. When it comes to compassion with warm, healer, intuition, supportive, and a healer again. So what that tells me is somebody had the ability to heal this connection. Had ability to heal this deception. Had ability to even accept, you know, some kind of wrong and right. And if this person wasn't ready, this person had the opportunity to say, hey, you know, listen, you know what I mean? And you is me, you know what I mean? And I feel like I need to go, you know what I mean? Search a greener pastures elsewhere with the path here. And you know what I mean? And you figure out the between the lines. And if they show back up, blah, blah, blah. But they never said that. They may pretend that they was looking for a relationship. They may pretend like that you was the one because you truly, truly was. But they had a soul tie or had some intimate sex with somebody else while they were with you. And you know what I mean? Decepted the relationship. And with too late, they had already did it. And when they realized, like, you saw them with Four of Cups here. You know what I mean? But they still was holding on with contemplation, feeling disconnected, and feeling like discontent and bored. They got that way with you because over there with whoever, these people they could sleep with, right? They could do it for suck it from the back. They could do it from the front. We could do two at a time, three at a time. Girl that I always wanted with the big butt and the big juicy, you know what I mean? I could go be with them now, right? And then only to find out that they was not better than you. They was just like, you're not even, They could have did it back and forth. But then when they really put the shit together, they was like, she did that shit better than them. Like, I got that shit. Like I could get all of this stuff in the same one girl. I just didn't know I had it in the same one girl that I had. Like everything that they went outside looking for, they had it in you or whoever you was. You gave it to them, but because of greed, because of the spirit of lust, and because they told me it was an orgy spirit, they couldn't stop at just one. It was like I could have whatever I like type shit. With King here, King of Wands energy, they felt like they could have it all. You know what I mean? And that was just like a tower moment because the King of Swords comes in and like they spoke highly of themselves with cockiness here, with loyal, logic, analytic, with emotional detachments, and strutted their stuff with this shit. With the Peacock came in serious and authority in that shit, like control. You know what I mean? The Hierophant came in here, and that's how they rode this thing with my way or the highway type shit. And that was the strength, but they had that infinite cycle of people that was toxic like that to them and with them. But when they came across you, though, they was like a headless horseman. Like, they was like, they didn't know which way to go. They didn't have a head. They was Seven of Wands. They was like defending yourself. They was like, damn, I don't even know what to love her or hate her. I don't know if it's like be with her, like fight her, like I don't know, like so they was like protecting. They was stand backish and like standoffish because you was intimidating because you could do things that they couldn't do that they should be able to do, and because they wasn't able to do it, they got jealous of it. And then not only did they get jealous of it, they got envious of it. And they got only did they get envious of it, they got like with the glue falling, it was like sticky. Like they got like and like this the kind that disappears, so like it's purple then and then it just turns invisible, but it's still sticky. You know what I mean? And that's the truth with 21. And that reflected something back to you. With a secret with 23, 5, that changed something else when you found out about a secret. With how generous they, how easy, how, promiscuous and how abundantly they could give themselves to others. You know what I mean? You can't afford to be generous with the gift of your time and effort and attention because, you know what I mean? 3 and 6 says, you know what I mean? Will equal 9. That's how they manifest it. You know what I mean? Whatever you like, whatever the devil's desires was at the time with free associate. Because I told you freebies was here. They was always looking for something for free. You know what I mean? May it be they roll on a mattress with you, come over there, you give them something, buy me a gift, buy me some food, put some gas in my car. Can you do this or that? You know what I mean? Always finding like even if they had for themselves, they still was playing the player field with player. You know what I mean? The player is a play. Is playing a play here. Where our work can and should take on the quality of play. For it is play that stimulates creativity. That's the Ten of Swords. That defeated them, and they thought they had defeated you with this play when it came to change, right? But they didn't know that you changed when they changed. All right, you changed up, you matched energies. That sound like to me, y'all just matched energies, okay? You acting like, you know what I mean? I had demon from hell. All right, I'm gonna act like a demon from hell too. Watch how you do it. How you do? Cut off your sword, boom. You seen that Ace of Swords come through? That they cut off. It was cut off like karate, boy. It was so cut off, like you know what I mean. They with the headless horseman, it was like you swipe their head off in one good swipe. That's why the headless horseman is here, like literally. And that left them in imprisonment because they was blinded to what really mattered, like who you really truly was when you showed into your naked truth. When you showed up, that person couldn't like. This is you disemboweled this person. Their entrails was hanging out when you cut their ass off. And that was judgment. And I mean an apocalypse of a judgment. Not just one person felt that swipe. You swiped a bunch of people's heads off with that. And had a lot of people walking around with a headless horseman when you cut them out. Truth, Paige. That's the truth. Blindedly, though. You did it. They ain't even never see it coming. Yeah. Clowns that thought they was playing a game, chess, and you was playing chess, checkers, and you was playing chess, and you was the queen, and you was moving about. And then until you moved off the board and went invisible with the glue, when it turned purple, and then it turned clear. Okay. That's how it went. When it came to these clowns, they never seen it coming. Okay. When it came to these police. I told you the police is already here. That's other third parties policing you. Under warfare, sending magic to you. Policing you. Did it happen yet? Did it happen? Bottom of the deck says 6 of Swords. Says leaving behind, moving forward. Distance ahead. You distance. Light years ahead of them now. What it coughin' here. They nailed it shut. Why they still calling for you? You can't read that. They could be doing death magics too when it comes to with this coffin here. You know what I mean? Wishing you're dead. You know what I mean? Speaking ill of you. You know what I mean? With the journey. You know what I mean? Ahead with it in reverse. They don't want you to go no further. Dang. That's how my records feel about you with occupation. I don't want you to work. Dang, that's just in reverse. 7, 19, 10. Shit, they want you to lead it in this community. When it comes to the 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Shit. Main male in reverse. They ain't the man in your life. They don't want nobody else. And that's a real concern here too, with concern in reverse too. Adjudication, they don't want no judgment against that, but I'm gonna took that up right because they is gonna get judgment on that. And they not marrying. Whoever they marry, it ain't stable. Whatever mature man is coming in for you is coming. They can't block it with empowerment. They cannot block this. They trying to make some kind of upheaval here, and it ain't. Yeah, they want another cycle to come around with them. It's like a reunion. It's a family affair. Nah, ain't no family affair here. Somebody that's under the influence, drunk ex. Somebody that gets drunk. Somebody that's lost on a venture. Somebody that wants to return. Somebody that can't forget you. Somebody that's embarrassed. Somebody that's a touchdown, score, or scared. Wow, off. Nah, it's a red flag. It's a flag on play. A flag on the play. Somehow, they said it ain't. Nah, it's a no on that. It's a flag on the play. All right. So somebody that's in high class motion is here with generosity. Tell me a little bit about that. That's actually coming in with 9 of Wands. Resilience, close to succeeding. This is also some perseverance here. You might be tired, but keep your ass moving because it ain't no time to get tired now. I ain't tired yet. We ain't tired yet. No, we got to keep going. When it comes to this concern here, tell me about this concern. Somebody that's looking back to you with a cycle. Somebody that's a player. Somebody that got a fake apology. Somebody that's the devil. There's somebody devil worshipers. When it comes to the king, why he want to worship your body with his dangling? When he doing that, he want to sit here and have control and dominion over your body with his dingling and his sex appeal or some kind of charm that worked before. It don't work now with preparation. Be prepared. They coming in with they want to come back with both. They coming back. Yeah, it's a death though. It's a mess. It's a warning though for preparation. Yeah, they coming with conflict with it too. They coming with conflict. So just say no. Pitch and a pitchfork. It's the devil himself knocking for you. Reaping something they want you to sow. Go in the opposite direction. Tell it no. We don't want none. Nope. Details about it. Tell me about it, Spirit. They gonna tell you. Hold on. Tell me about this energy that's got. They ain't reliable. They say it's a death. The Sanhedrin. It's a death. It's a death. It's organized. It's a death. It's a death because they out of touch with something. With a touch down here, they out of touch. Yeah.
I came in the house.
Somebody that's in spiritual poverty.
They don't got no gifts here with competition. The other woman and the other man's, or the woman's or other man's. There's other people involved. When it comes to money magic, they're trying to do spells against your money, rebuke you. No, don't mess with nobody else's stuff. Don't mess with nobody else's stuff. What's for that person is definitely for that person. Yeah, somebody confused. Why they can't stop your money? When it comes to ching, 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 money rain. So that money raining in this energy too. Ching, ching, money, money. Came right on the money magnet. Okay. You won't believe what happens next. Okay. It's coming in. Yacht capsizes, boat lost at sea. Now, I ain't gonna say that capsized, but I'm just saying somebody trying to dampen on your parade when it comes to this person coming to water. That person won't be able to come and interfere with your yacht capsizing. That's what it tells me. If they traveling here and the boat capsizes, that boat, them coming to you to sabotage with some conflict or something like that with this boat yacht they trying to rain on your parade. It's a no. A huge breakthrough finally. So yes, what I'm trying to say, that's going to be interfered. Snakes not what it looked like. So their snakes is going to be entangled. When it comes to snap, they're going to be upset, but ain't nothing they going to be able to do about it. They're going to be just snapping on their own over there. You know what I mean? Alligator souffle. Whatever that means when it comes to indisputable. Whatever they did, they can't dispute why it's happening this way. And they kind of think rich, and grow wealthy under fleeing and rescue. Somebody wants you to say them. Somebody that want that a lawsuit and getting sued. Somebody under you're not running out of time. You're full of infinite possibilities. Somebody wants you to repeat a cycle with them too. But you ain't trauma bonding with you too on the spiritual gifts. Something about you. That's the touchdown. When it comes to, hold on, I can't get it. I didn't want to have to put my cards down. See, damn it. Just to open this. Oh, here we go. All right, so I want to meet up with you in your own bubble, and somebody that's in your own bubble, and you're in your own world. When it comes to this person fated to meet in some important connection that's coming through. That's why you ain't meeting them, because you're in your own bubble. But get outside, baby. Get outside. Somebody need to switch gears, reboot, and try anew and go in a different direction. So we also have change coming with 18. We also have Genesis in the beginning. Okay, somebody here. When it comes to resentment, they resenting you here, but they got all these people, everything that comes out. When it comes to change, spirit is helping you when it comes to these energies here. When it comes to resentment, it's blocking whatever they got coming towards you. When it comes to some Genesis, something that was in the beginning, it was written. And that's going by that, okay? Like, it ain't going no different. And when it comes to this passion, like, what is for you? You supposed to have a solid love, and like where King Tut and Isis and Ira and all of those connections, and Isis and all of those people that had husband and wife energies that was solid with each other, those are the solid foundations that's coming for you. Solid creations. Yes. Transformation. The Abbas. Abus. Sure. What does that say? That's also resourcefulness. And it's coming in 21. It's going to be mirrored with 12 to you. With resourcefulness. It's coming from them to you. So a lineage. Your bloodline. Spiritual gifts is here all over this. When it comes to these colleges, their security, this is what they wanted from you. But your blessings is about to open up for you. When it comes to the devastations that these witches that took your security and tried to hide it away, but it was just in a different vault. When I tell you this fire is coming in, that passion, that 7 times back to them, and with 7 times of fire, some new husband is coming in with true love, okay, with respect. None of that other stuff. They blessing it. Look, that darkness is all off of this energy. You're gonna get the happy light energy you belong to. When your person wanna cause drama and he get bored, it won't be that person going out and uh looking for some new lover. It's gonna be that person gonna get bored and they're gonna want to take a nap. That's the type of lover. You know what I mean? That person won't be out chasing thrills. Their demons won't be toxic and low down like the people you probably have been, subjecting yourself to in the past. It's gonna be like, you know what I mean? Their bored won't be, you know, something that's gonna devastate their whole world, especially if they are in a marriage or something that they're solid with and something that they want to keep a hold on to. Because once you give a man options to be outside, you know what I mean, unless you got projects for him to do, like, you know what I mean, like something like he's out here talking about he got a skank, then that means you're not spending enough of his money. Like, why the hell is he out here with a skank? Because that means you got too much. And if he's sitting there bored in his mind, what you think his mind gonna go toward? If he thinking if he gonna go toward another woman? Like, if he's bored, what you think? Like, so like solid is like, sometimes we just gotta change our perspective about the way we look at things. And sometimes if you're in a relationship, you might have to still shake up the chicken coop. If he's sitting there thinking you're ready to get relaxed, start making some, what did you get my you know what I mean? Like, sometimes, you know what I mean? Don't get them too comfortable. You know? They keep us that way. So keep them on that way too. You know what I mean? Faith and wisdom. You know what I mean? And believe that the new renewal of your mindset is coming through with discernment. Stability, okay? Horus. All right, we got it here. It might take you some time to cleanse this energy out, but I gotta tell you, with this cleansing is here, it's coming. You are changing. There is solid love coming in. Solid marriage. It's solid. It's coming. These witches can't block it, okay? Nobody can block it, okay? Shit, they spiritually being sued in the spirit world with lawsuit here. Somebody being sued spiritually. And being sued at a heavy cost with royalty. You got paid out in 3D. I mean, in the physical world. Yeah. Knight of Cups. And I mean, it's going to be pouring out to you. Yes, it sure is. And that's going to be the world. And that's going to turn these people's world upside down when they see who they walked away from and have all the nostalgic feelings about you once things settle for you with the King of Swords. And they're going to be really speechless when it comes to this too, when it comes to these alchemists, what they trying to manifest off of you. They try to manifest this button for you not to get it. And it could be family, friends, colleagues, workers. Somebody that probably told you that you wasn't even qualified for the job. Okay? Wouldn't even give you the raise. And I don't know, y'all. Let's talk about one thing. I don't know. I'm asking for a friend. Like, so is this an indirect way of telling people to quit? If you ain't paid them in 30 days and you know that they got a livelihood and a family to take care of, food to put on their own table. So if they don't have like a second job or some kind of, they was relying on this red brick, like, and we done been almost 30 something days, 36 or 37 days, with no paycheck, and I still got bills to pay, and then you still talking about like I might not pay you. So like, is this an indirect way of saying quit? Like, and people, like, some people need that fucking cue to say like, maybe you need to quit, because not only like, cause in a time like you didn't pay me in 30 days, like, well, like, what is this leaving people to do? Like, I just don't know. Like, I'm confused. Like, are we gonna get paid? Like, as long as I'm sitting here. Like, in 30 days, I could have got a new job, and even though it's not like the job I might need or want, but will it be the job that something is better than not having anything? You know what I mean? Like, the way it's looking, I don't know. I'm stuck, and I'm trying to figure it out. But as some would say, well, that's when you become your own boss. You know what I mean? That's when we invest into ourselves, because we've been investing into some other people. And maybe we need to like move into our own dimension and start branding ourselves. Like, you know what I mean? Put ourselves on the market. I don't know. Like,
I remember one time I went somewhere and the lady was like, "Oh, do you be moonlighting?" I didn't know what moonlight meant. Like moonlighting, like what? Like should I be doing that? Is that a new thing? Is it a trend? Like what is it? Like, and then when I realized, like this lady was like, I'll be like a lady of the night or something. Like I don't even know. Like, but at the time I was like, I was fresh out of working like multiple shifts. Like I would work day and night like a fool. Like I was crazy, like for work. But I had a lot of bills and I was spending them. I have to do it myself. So the moon and the lovers is here. So somebody's dark night of the soul is so prominent here. Nine of Wands, some kind of resilience, some kind of close to succeeding. Some tell you some secret or something. But I gotta tell you, like the Page of Cups said, like it's fishy. Like it's jumping out this water, and it's a lot of hidden secrets you ain't gonna hear about, and a lot of other. As soon as you fucking step your way into this person's dimension, or let this person even bring their toxic gas anywhere near you, the person causing you negativity is a fire sign. It's gonna start sparking some shit in the background, especially when it comes to a reconciliation. Talk about the lovers and the moon.
She says that when she got outside, Corey and Rosemary were there.
Family, not family. Generations, family, ancestors, and origin. Nah, your family ain't gonna let them come in. You might got some strict family. What does he do? Like you might even have people that look with a scowl on their face as soon as you meet somebody and like talking about you got a new friend or a new soulmate. They might look at the person funny. You might not have to tell these people. Maybe you might have to meet this person. You know what I mean? But like I gotta say, like if you got respect for your father and your mother and all that kind of stuff, like this might not fly. These people gotta be upstanding before they even, you know what I mean? Like, how much money does he have? Like they might be like that. Maybe like because money is security. Like I'm just saying it. Some families that's security, and families and friends and acquaintances, and they might feel more secure if they got more solid, like he got his own place, he's paying bills and things like that, and he's solid, like your family be more. But a person that is like a demon fucking dust bunny, like what the fuck can he do for you? Like they might be not like some kind of financial brut of their own. Like you trying to come out of one yourself, you trying to be debt free. If somebody can come in your life that's gonna help you be debt free, that's like, you know what I mean? We looking at high rollers. We're not talking that. When I talk about older men, I'm talking about older men, like rich older men. Like we ain't talking about an old stingy man. Like we're not talking about that. You might have to step outside of your comfort zone when it comes to, people or even women for that matter. You know what I mean? If you're looking for somebody like a little bit more settled or you know what I mean? To get, you know what I mean, like looking for marriage, you know what I mean. Some people got to go like in different directions, like to get what they looking for, and then like maybe in different neighborhoods. Not everybody in your neighborhood gonna be in the same. They might be in a crab in a bag, that crab in a barrel mindset, and you go to a different neighborhood, and they think on a whole new wavelength. Like I can't wait to go to. Is it Tokyo, China? I don't know. I just feel like they're light years ahead of us. The way their kids go to school, I just feel like they're centuries of light ahead of us, the U.S. And I just can't wait to go and be a part, just like for a couple of months, even if it's just to sightseeing, just to be able to just like, you know what I mean, just take it in. Like I just want to be able to go, just say that I had the experience. If I don't know, if no more, you know what I mean. I want to go to one of those night markets, and you know what I mean, like. I'm just getting and like see something that's different than what I've normally seen. They come here and they make businesses. I just want to see, like, can we go there and make businesses the same way they come here and make businesses? And why is it so difficult for them to make businesses there? Or is it just, you know what I mean? Because I don't know. I just want to know. I just want to see. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, that's unexpected. Something happens unexpectedly when it comes to somebody's money and finance, when it comes to some surprise, some prediction here, something that when it comes to somebody sending fire or magic to you, somebody's that, especially when it comes to your happiness, somebody that's under the influence, they want to text you, tell you something, how they got broke, want a broke nigga bitch. Yeah, they'll claim they did something, knowing that you Inspired them here. Everything you're doing right now is inspiring this person when it comes to logical, analytical, some kind of emotional detachment. So all of this is inspiring them, especially when it comes to strict and serious. How serious you became with this person. Tiger's eye, you being protected. Somebody with grounding here, protection for your confidence here. Somebody getting clarity. Palo Santo here. Okay, burn it. Somebody the Mercury retrograde here. Delays, problems, interruptions, some kind of transportation and communication. Some kind of fake spiritualist is here. When it comes to beware of anyone from your past wanting to enter back into your life. It don't even have to be. Just it might be the same person, different day, or a new person on a different day type shit. Like same person's a repeat cycle type shit on the liquid courage. Somebody is a drunk like your ex, or somebody is a drug addict like your ex. Somebody like a, you know what I mean, promiscuous like your person. It's gonna be like a repeat of that. It's gonna be like somebody, and it's like this person's like he gonna see through it with time. With mature, it's gonna be like quick though. You're gonna see how they're immature. Somebody got a talisman of an ambulance of positivity of a vibe. They want to be a vibe killer's coming through. Somebody that's stealing your ideas and pretending they invented it, but they're still inspired by you with a scoring lover, but they act like they ain't. They act like they ain't even watching you. But they consistently is convincing people that they are this or that, but they're really not. They still wanting you. That's only under liquid courage. And somebody might crash out while they under liquid courage, while you sitting in your naked truth. Yeah, somebody trying to watch like they ain't watching you with keeping a protective pouch on you. Somebody acting like they ain't looking at you, but they watching you. Acting like they can't see you, but they see you. Type shit. Some woman, some man. When it comes to they mad because they pay you. What I just said, they mad because you ain't watching them, but they watching you though. Yeah, when it comes to somebody blackmailing, if they come towards you, somebody that's posting shit directed towards you, but they won't say it directly to you. You know what I mean? When it comes to somebody that's a mature or immature person, when it comes to somebody that's you already know who this is when it comes to this person. I don't know. Shit. Out there causing you to miss out. They thought they was gonna miss on an opportunity with somebody else. Now that they see that you done glowed up, leveled up and don't need them, and you happier without them, with this fake spirit that's told them that you would chase them, and now that you didn't chase them, they mad at the third party. I don't know, whoever this person claimed that they did something that inspired this situation to go down or happen, and somebody's trying to brag about it or remember who would be. I remember when I used to hold and squeeze this person like my very own, and now they can't with this mind on their money. Now they on the mind on their monkey because they can't get their mind off your monkey. And when they get under liquid courage, somebody that anchored somewhere that they don't want to be with the doorknobs, they ready to leave. Somebody that's the frog and the princess, but it's an only infatuation or a crush. And they, like I told you 2 times, the boat came in and they want to tell their social media posts that they are directed towards you. They just wanted to get under your skin, but that was shocking that you didn't pay no attention to it. And they did it for nothing because you ain't see the shit under invite your monster to tea. And they invited you to watch them sip tea, but everybody else that was watching saw them do it, and now watching them crash out over what they was doing. Like you wasn't doing that shit when you was sitting in the car smiling and grinning at everybody and blinking your eyes, and y'all both was side-eyeing each other, and everybody caught it on camera watching y'all side-eye each other, knowing that shit wasn't gonna work, and you was just doing it to make you couldn't even look at the camera because you was fucking blinking your eyes and keeping your eyes closed because you was embarrassed, already embarrassed. Motherfuckers was like, yeah, they ugly as fuck in the comments. Other lightness of being. Yeah, that was you trying to play with a geisha in there. They thought they had one. Thought you was innocent and naive and sweet. You know what I mean? Anything you like. You know what I mean? But they reached for the outbound when it came to bring on the haggitude. Now they got an attitude. Why they got an attitude? Tell me what the anchor is. And tell me what the doorknob. Tell me what the frog. Tell me what the boat. Tell me what the basket weavers. Oh yeah, they weavers of the world. They out here doing wicked voodoo open here under limits. Now they can limit their damn self here when it comes to habits. So know that limiting attitudes are often formed as protective reactions to past events. Examine habits that may impede that ways to your goal and encourage the beneficial ones. Procrastination. Stop focusing on your problems and excuses and take a small step and do something constructive. But they're giving them constructive criticism when it comes to these finances and their money and their materials and things that they thought was successful but wasn't. Things are overwhelming them now when it comes to the lack of growth. Feeling open and willing and proud of your desires to explore new opportunities for the self-development, but they went to it and they did open them up and develop them in the way to open up and develop them when they was with you. And now that overwhelmed them because they thought that they could go find you and your energy and every fucking body out there when it came to 11. The hard work we love can leave us feeling burnt and drained and burnt out among other problems. And they couldn't find it and trust that was only limited. The limited supply time. And then when that energy wore off of him, that was all her wore off of them. That was all there she wrote, right? And then they went to using kitchen magic and kitchen witches and alchemists and candle workings, all that shit to see if they could manifest your energy. And they couldn't with stability. They came unstable. The more they send that shit, the more that shit would backfire on their ass, and the more unprotected they became with the magic circle here. And that shit was somewhat watchtower up the spring, and that shit might have changed their season in spring when it came to some kind of boundaries or the anthems of boundaries. So I'm speaking the real truth when it comes to homecoming. Somebody could have a homecoming. Somebody could be a part of a homecoming rally. Somebody is a dead end relationship when it comes to this hearth, this homecoming. This is a dead end, dead presidents, dead situation, karmic partner, dead relationship. Dead end. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Loyal is no loyalty here. This loyal, this dishonesty here. Somebody that still got a treachery way about themselves when it comes to transition. And somebody logic, somebody might die there. Somebody might die. Page of Swords, inspection. Somebody might be riding around with a failed inspection sticker or something like that, rejection sticker or something like that. When it comes to this person is in inspection, they ain't happy, they ain't truly happy with what they picked. Some 9 of stamina. Somebody's not going like they used to. They're not giving it up like they was or something like that. They feeling mentally in prison. They're not giving it up like they was stamina. Somebody reward. It's not rewarding what they getting out there. It's like hurting them. When it comes to invent, they've been trying to invent all kind of new works and success and trying to figure it all out and doing it under the influence. That shit ain't even working either. That just makes them feel more ashamed and shit. Leadership, that make them feel less than a leader. That shit make them feel like low, lame, worthless, beneath poverty. Tell me some more. Somebody that thought they had a lot of options with choice here. We got choice in the moon twice. Moon. Somebody that's setting the record straight, but they can't set this record straight because they gave it up for something they voted off. Something that counter work. Somebody that was an unjust decision when it came against you. Yep. It was emotional, but not too emotional that they did not do it. They did it though. They was smug about it. It's slowly to regretting it, but it took a while. And when they traveled up, but the King of Cups said they slowly regret it now though. Yeah, they slowly regret it. They want to come and tell you something, but the death here with odd, the odd is against them here because who they kissed against you with behind your back with choice. They was kissing from a distance with others, and I mean a lot of kissing at a lot of distances, and I mean greedy with 5 corn. The cornfield, they took all the corn out the field. That's why they ghosted, and they feel like somebody put a root on them, but somebody was trying to get your person. They thought your person was something until they got your person, and not knowing your person was trash. You was already setting the trash out broke. Even if they went to this person with money, that person's money didn't last, and it didn't show that person was a better person because they had money. Nah, that world wasn't in their favor either. Okay, let's talk about what fake flexing. That was all fake flexing. Because once the money was gone, that still was an ugly person underneath. No matter how much money, not enough, no money in the world could keep people for with this person. I don't care how much money they had, karmic partner. Yeah, that still was a ship's wheel, cutting ties, moving on. Receive, they still would walk away, progress and arrive. Yeah, this person always would be chasing thrills, always out here manifesting off of somebody else's time in this energy. Yeah, when it comes to a backstabber energy, when it comes to how a person would clock people money and cycles and time and progress at doing that. When it comes to karmic relations, 2 times it came out karmic relationships, even to the point of pretending that they would get into a relationship, like even up to a higher relation, higher commitment, and that was shocking when it didn't happen because that was like empty promises or like they wasn't true to their word or something like that. But it was camera, like they could even be in a double marriage. You know what I mean? 2 different nationalities, 2 different countries, something like that. You know what I mean? Married for money, multiple wives, some masked energy under unhealthy choices with healthy choice here. But that's a fool's choice. All right, talk about it real quick. Somebody that's still playing like they into you, but they really not. They into you, but they into your energy. They just want your energy because they can't find it nowhere else. Yeah, and they into drugs, and that's another fucking problem. Tell me about that's where their money is going with finances, drugs, and material things and shit. Something that's not important. Some cyber bully, some fucking keyboard bandit. When it comes to you being bullied online or stalked or some kind of suffering, or they doing somebody doing that to them. When it comes to a happiness hater, somebody behind the keyboard hating on your every post, everything you got. Somebody that's reaping them backfires if they lost their car. Something like repo. Somebody that you don't care if they lost their car or not. Somebody that was doing shit for the clout, doing it for attention, doing it for anything, nibbling mouse for any kind of attention. Somebody that was always partying. You dodged the bullet when it came to them. Now they want you back when it comes to say how they sat and reflected about how they treated you. But it don't matter now. The shit says it's too late. And you don't care and you're unbothered and shit. Like this moon person was under dark night of the heavy dark night of the soul. And the shit says shit. They trapped. That went all the way across the table. That you empowered. They're ashamed. Somebody that was hustling the motherfucking hustle, man. Brought man from the 5th floor. Trying to hustle, man. That you ran away for her. They ran away. Now they see you living your best life. They losing sleep about it. And they not happy that you ain't looking and chasing for this triangulation of a relationship. Because that person is in a TP and that's look like a triangle to me. They rejected you, so you kept it that way. They had a love child or entertained somebody with a child, left you hanging, and they wanted shit to go their way while they had an affair with somebody or something with a family. So now the message of love, it was love and hate because they had a sex addiction. Well, the liquid courage wins, and fated to meet somebody else for you, and a new proposal of love while you single, and a soulmate is coming in for you to change your world. This is gonna be your gamble. This is gonna be your chance. This is gonna be your let's make a deal. Yes. This is going to be where you, GPS, this is where you change directions in this situation and mirror what you want in your desires with illumination in this energy. Somebody could get pregnant. Somebody's going to love you and you're going to be happy. You close a cycle here with one door and another door opens. One door of a closed cycle. Somebody took the bait and a new I love you comes in when it comes to you, divine feminine. And I have faith that it's coming in and it's never too late in this energy to be queen bee. Okay, that firestorms that they was trying to create karma, chaos, they reaping what they sowing in the background when it comes to a thug. They getting exactly what's coming to them. A mature masculine energy is coming in for you. Wealthy man is coming in for you and expected to come in. Okay, with 10. Okay, main female, you are going to be the only woman in his life and not that poverty pit driven person. Okay, just know he's going to be reaching outward to you. He's going to be reaching outward to you. Okay, have confidence when he comes. Okay, have confidence when he comes. Okay, when it comes to like a flower in the spring, and he could come in the spring.
Okay, when the seasons change from a pause, okay? Just like I say, the Pope approved sandals. It's gonna be Jesus sandals. Confirmation. Yes, he's coming. Okay? Take it as it will resonate, okay? Get prepared. Get prepared. Get yourself together. Get ready. For the big payback. 666 of reflection is coming through. Take it as it will resonate, collective. Okay? Take it as it will resonate. Let's see. Queen B, Queen Rising, Big Dog, Big Stepper. Yeah, you giving them off. You showing them off. You showing off these new gifts the spirit giving you. Yeah, cleverly you sending them with a new plan here, plan B. Somebody who thought they had a plan over you, but you got a plan better than theirs with a plan B. Come on, talk about this spirit. Talk about this main female. Talk about what she's gonna be expecting in this energy. What's illuminated? What this drama is behind it? Something broke down and we ended it. What lost? What lost and now we found. What was a wreck and now we see. Now we see, right? Yeah, listen, Three of Pentacles. We're gonna see some new thing. A new contract. Okay? A new business deal. We're gonna be sitting at the top this time. Okay, and it's kind of lonely at the top, and we ain't gotta come, we ain't no contestant. We ain't no contestant in this. We the promotion in this one. Yes, we sure are. Yes, we sure. Yeah, you're gonna have a consultant consulting you. Go, what can I do for you? Oh, how would you like this? Do you want it over here? How do you want the drapes? Do you want them draped this way? Do you like this color? Oh, do you like this color? How about this hat? How about these shoes? How about this coat? How about this bag? Okay? Pentacles. That's a contract that you ain't ready. You ain't gonna know. You was selfish. Somebody that was real selfish to you. Somebody greed was here. I gotta say in this investigation here, it's a bunch of investigations. There's a lot of corporate investigations. It's board investigations here. It is it's a lot of endings for a lot of things, and there's a lot of beginnings for a lot of new things too. So in the birthing of a new idea, Mother Gaia energy, some sneaky behaviors is opening up, that the illusions is all being discovered at this moment under this energy, under this beaver moon. Okay, they try to take their hide. Somebody trying to take your skin. Somebody trying to be in your skin walking energy. Some moon energy is dark here. Somebody's addicts is out here. I see crackheads, dope fiends, laying on the ground, standing up. Kensington. I don't know if you live near there. I don't know. Skid Row, Slab City. Some people that live off grid. Tent City. People live in tents. Somebody live off the freeway behind Walmart, they said. Talk about it. Who else down here? I was talking about some security or some solid. Somebody that they don't have no security with when it comes to a sad hoe with voodoo running. Somebody that ain't solid. Somebody running voodoo here. I saw it sticking in the pen. Somebody was doing pen work. What's that? I saw them the pen with them things you use the pens with. Them voodoo dolls. Somebody out here with a doll trying to stop your destiny. Somebody attacking your second house, attacking your fourth house, attacking your 12th house. They don't want you to have shit out this motherfucker. Alright, somebody a hood baby is in her and got her forever. Somebody in the way. Somebody keep away from the bottom feeder. Somebody a bottom feeder. They bottom feeding off of some comfort, some safety, some kind of belonging or a shelter. Somebody that says they're embarrassed here. Comfort in your own. Somebody that they see you comfortable in your own skill with empowerment here. Anything else, Barry? I'm going to hear you repeating the messages twice. Something else you want me to use? A thief here. Somebody that's here to take your love. Somebody that's here to rob your loss, theft, and physical and emotional. Don't give up, though. Congratulations for the good news. Somebody might be getting a new baby. There's a nasty covenant here when it comes to through the crew. Somebody's through the crew. Nothing is through this crew. Something about nothing is going to get through this no limit crew you got for you. The ancestors, the guides, the spirit, the working force on your team. This team of warriors that's on your team in the background. They say nothing is getting through them. Nothing. Okay. Exactly what I like. Somebody gasp here. They ain't gonna like what they get here. No. 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. They ain't gonna like what they get here. They all might get their heads cut off. You might see people walking around, wonder how they got their heads cut off. There might even be a report of it, just heads found somewhere. I don't even know. Shit. No. Somebody's remains might just be their head. I don't even know. Somebody that didn't take something serious and proceeded to keep after they was told with caution to stop. They didn't proceed with caution with an empowerment. They kept thought that they was funny. They kept sending this confusion of 9 of Cups. It confusing the spirit. They wasn't confusing the spirit. The spirit saw him all the time. They just let them think that they didn't see him. They saw him. Thief. They saw this thief coming and going. Tell me some more about that. Ghosts. Tell me about that. Shit. They said that was an illogical thing to think that they didn't see him. You see this invisible person on the judgment on the absent from the body is the present in the supernatural. They didn't know that these options were still working even in the supernatural. They sure did. They sure do. They work here and now and then and now, anytime they want. It's all just like you can manifest that witchcraft. We can manifest blessings just the same way. You just got to tap into it and hold in. It's all a frequency. All of it is a frequency. See that? An ascension of the hangman. That's why they hung up now, because they didn't see how you could elevate, and they were still like, how did you do that? Just like I told you, they didn't know that you was the shape alchemist, just like they are too with alchemy here, with the witch's cottage and how secure you are, and like not having nobody behind you, but you still have a whole war going on behind the scenes. Yeah, you do. Yeah, somebody that was trying to look, and I mean, growing by the minute. Growing by the minute. If you motherfuckers can make 70 million in two months, like I don't even know how long this been growing. This is some of that old money. I don't got a whole lot of new money, but I sure got a whole lot of old money type digging it up, right? Type shit. Like that. Like that. With it still with the pinnacle still. This is in reverse. So this told me this ain't even been dug up yet. You know what I mean? Type shit. Way home. This is what they try to keep behind the scenes. Tell me some more about that. Tell me about that. I'm going to pull out the materials, okay? So they said it's right back to it. Right back to it. They digging it up right now. It's right back to it. Yep, it's right back to it. Jump, jump, jump to it. Yeah, somebody about to jump right into it. And I mean, like, I don't even know. It's like a wild card. It's like kind of like, it's unexpected kind of sort of like, I get this feeling like it's so unexpected. It's so like almost like you don't even see that coming. Like, because they got us so hyped up on what's going on and this and that and the third. Somebody don't even see this coming. And like they didn't see you, like you shifting up the energy with the third party and this person that had these orgy fetishes and things and such bondages. They call them dominatrix tricks and stuff like that, and fetishes and whatever they tie themselves to, even with their addictions and shit here. So let's see. You know what I mean? Talk about it. Because I didn't get nothing. I only got one card. That was just what they told me, how you going to be sitting in this energy. So tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Tell me about the storm, the illumination of what they wanted to have for you. Well, they said that was also the Ace of Voices. They speak some colorful truth about something here. And the Four of Voices. How they see things clear. Your light was irritating them. And how they was blinded to some kind of real light about you now. They see it. They cleansed it. I don't even know if you had a spiritual bath with this person when it comes to the 10 of
The Ten of Voices. There's a lot of things that they said cutting about you that was like cutting, that cut you, that could have cut you real deep about what they said about you here. Yeah, three of emotions, three of cups. They thought they talked cutting words to a lot of third parties about you too. They cut a lot, had a lot of cutting words when it came to a orgy, a orgy spirit, somebody that was organizing orgies with third parties too, you know, and it's a cult here. Yeah, wow, wow, Ten of Voices. It was a tower too. Unexpected change, some kind of massive shift, beliefs in a shatter, some paradigms flipped. And this is our opportunity to rebuild your life in a new way, but they chose not to because they was inflexible. They flexed for the wrong thing. They was fake flexing. And then they also said finding it some shards of some light. And that was some shards of light that they got when it came to the four voices. But it also a rift in reality that happened too. Talk about that. They was doing it the most, y'all. Okay, so we went to the ace. Is that the ace? Yep, we got the ace. The ace coon boom. Somebody they thought they was down for the get down. Talk to Holly of somebody. Flash of a clarity, the fresh, a revelation, a new paradigm, a visionary, a thinking, a new goal, and a reality. The girl with the rainbow hair, somebody that could have had rainbow hair, that's what we're speaking of. She smiles as she opens up your way of thinking and perceives. She knows you will see rainbow realities around her all the time. We are all light, she says, and her lips glimmer with the change hues of transcendence. Okay, something about that. And then yet she winks with we see the truth. Sometimes we see it in technic color. Like that's how that was looking. Technic color. Somebody was a colorist. Somebody could do hair. Somebody could be like a cosmetologist. Somebody that is like cracks open wide. Somebody aha. Somebody realizes something here when it comes to that truth. Okay, so that aha discovers some clarity in a calm and cut through clouds, a perfect truth illuminates confused veneers and shrewd. But you see that storm and illumination is here with the truth is awakening to who that person was acting and being toward you when it comes to the four, because it all came in reverse. Four of voices. Four voices says they slept deep, rest and renewal, healing the edge of burnout, needing to slow down and take time, and needs self-love and comparison and compassion and a retreat. Somebody that is the petals that slumber. Okay, somebody that elixir made for your wounds, both energetic and physical, emotional and spiritual. She invites you to walk slowly across the bridge and to fall into the deepest of rest with her. Sleep sweet, creator love. You must rest for your health. Sleeping is where all energy to create your path will be found. Rest, sweet creator. You're on the edge. It's time to pause and slow, reflect and wait, initiate, suspend, and life will grow when it comes to this. But this person, they saw that when you pulled back, they didn't know that when you pulled back from them, that this is where your light was going to grow. They didn't know that. The Ten of Voices, they had cutting words to say about you, but they only want to take it back. Uh-huh. So the key energy here was a nightmare here for this person. Night terrors, some kind of an illusion, anxiety, worried, and keeping them up when it comes to some insomnia, worried, or a process or a difficulty. Stress and
fear and affecting their functions is here. Some kind of feeling stuck and bound when it comes to disempowered, when it comes to the effect in the belief of no way out, unleashing your tie and seeing a truth here. But hello, I gotta tell you the muse, hello, the stardust, and I got it drenched in magic. Your ripening eyes without ruse, this and the in a full trust of your truth shall you rise. So they see you rising and they not liking this roost they got seeing. They lowering themselves and you going up, and this is they always wanted to be above you. They always wanted you to be the borrower, not the lender. They always wanted you to be the tail and not the head. And like that's just like it's all reversed now. When it comes to painful truth and a realization, this is their despair, this is their victimhood, this is them being about backstabbing, this is in the back of deception, and this is them being that same thing that they did to you back done to them. Okay, and this is also how this harsh ending, this delusion is ending, how they're seeing the world in a completely new way and an opportunity to begin anew. But for healing comes at a cost. A soul song strong still for healing comes. And all the lost gifts, strengths, and love and will. You to the top of the mountain where any remaining voids will be filled with opportunities of love. So if you felt void, the void is over. Call this is a curious energy, prompting some kind of frantic understanding, or some also for some stillness. Some intelligent things are happening. There is a restless energy here as well. Thirsty for knowledge, learning, thinking of a new student, but don't give this person some false information. Like if you don't want this person, don't lead this person on. And needing to align your actions with your words. And this person ain't gonna give you the truth either. So I gotta tell you, save your heart. Okay. And then the last one but not least is the emotions of the three of emotions. Okay. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Somebody just cried because cry came in the energy. So we got a soul connection here. And there is some energy of missing out on a wonderful thing in front of you because somebody felt like they had got bored or some kind of stagnant energy. But it also tells me some friendship or celebrated with the wrong people or is collaborated or looked for you or soul family or supported something or a spiritual sibling or some kind of play girlfriend, play boyfriend, play friend, play father-in-law, mother-in-law, boo thing, whatever, mom, boo, her aunt, auntie, whoever this might be in when it comes to deep friendships and mate and mothers or crone connections. This is sometimes are a love triangles when it came to this energy. You know what I mean? And then like when they're dissatisfied with seeking better opportunities and falling or seeing a bigger picture, failing to see that. But time for some kind of contemplation or meditation when it came to the apathy of their magic that they chose to do towards you to get an outcome that they didn't like now. You know what I mean? The goblet of whatever they chose to put in this goblet. It was supposed to be fucking wine, and they were supposed to offer you some wine, and it was supposed to be water, and with the magic, it was supposed to be able to turn into wine. And because these Wiccans saw that God could do that, or the magic was be able to be done, now they went and started to play with a dark spell against that stuff. And now they say you can see it. Like we all have free will and intuition to use this type of stuff for blessings. And when we was with religion, you know what I mean? I just like if a woman is really like religious, I think she just covering some stuff that she did in her past, like how she, you know what I mean, like. You know what I mean? Or back when we was like my grandma's time, it was like a coping thing for praying, and because you ain't have rights and you ain't have a voice, so like prayer was the next thing to doing that, type thing. With the stolen life force, somebody might want to try to steal your life force. You know what I mean? Maybe you can process things quick, or maybe you got a good rebuttal, or maybe you got sassy with your words, or
Maybe you got like, you know what I mean? Maybe you're comedic with things or something like that. But somebody who's like with processing sadness or grief and like losing you is like really like more than a death, which you still. Somebody is like seeming the way out, but they didn't. They thought this was the way out by walking away from you, but sitting in the energy, they just don't see that being the truth because they didn't get what they thought they were going to get. It didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to turn out under an armor of this shadow. They didn't know that this when they got from under your armor that it was just like, damn, I was vulnerable. This is how much vulnerability I had with her protection. Nah, you ain't got that kind of protection no more. When it comes to the bubbling joy that lives with one who seeks and chooses. So that bubbly energy that they had with you, they don't find that bubbly energy with nobody or nothing. They got rogues with them. Hoes. Ah, God. Hoes. Somebody that's toxic and cause chaos. That's why when they cheating and they talking about they want you to be they peace, yeah, they don't want peace at home and come home to your house and got peace and problems at your house. That's why you make them pay. So, you know what I mean? You ain't got to play those games. And then they out there playing around. You got to make them get a re-entry fee. Those fees is important. Okay? New Birkin. Thank you, Victor Angel. Pauline, I see you, Lawrence. Kane, Cooper, I see y'all. I see you. I see you, big fellas. All right? This is nostalgic about things, about the way y'all show up. It's old friends and old lovers, and time to reach out for those that were once close to them. And and you were probably one of the closest people to this person, but they stole from you as a thug. With fated to meet in an important connection because you was divinely chosen. All right. And I'm going to get a little bit more, and I'm going to say I'm going to catch you guys later. 156, 11 is what 44 is what I see. Okay? I can tell he's really miserable here. Distorted feminine thinks this way about your person. We take pictures together just to piss you off, and it ain't piss you off, so this is pissing them off. That it didn't piss you off. This is a Merc World high-end prostitute forensic factor. I told you, somebody might be unalive that does, that's a trick. They'll do a lot of, you know what I mean? Hoeing. No regrets, slander, blame, game. And this is somebody's been gossiping. Somebody knows about this. Somebody knows, and the actions equal wisdom. Making money is an action. Keeping money is a behavior. And growing money is wisdom. So, the promised land. This is J. Cole and Andre 3000. Your will on the soul. Fake flexing is back again when it came to them promise. Somebody ruining shit and calling the shots. Somebody ruining something and calling the shots. Wealthy woman, rich bitch, hustler, and a provider. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody that can put money in your bank account, deposit thousands of dollars. All about the Benjamins. It ain't all about that, but you can be more comfortable when you can lay down at night and you ain't got to worry about the bills the next morning. Like, you can be more comfortable. And he drains my energy too when it comes to a reptilian energy. Okay? I won't hinder you. Yes, they will. Seems to love their projections of you and not your real you. So somebody that's a fatal attraction and the evil within, this person got an evil trait behind the scenes that you don't see coming. I'ma see. Let me see. Same let me see. Tell me a little bit about what they got going. Somebody they ain't like you telling them the truth. How toxic they was. They ain't like that. And they ain't like the consequences that came when it comes to you cutting them off. They ain't like that. They wanted to have open visitation to come and go and sexually confuse you when it came to the lust with them. They wanted you to consistently be like
In the energy. You came with BLYD, bitches you cool or bitches you dumb. But like it was like this person is suffering in silence, that you didn't know, that you wasn't sexually confused or distorted when it came to them wanting to play this head game. Like you renewed your mind, you renewed your hope, and spirit reflected whatever self re-examination that you needed with a rebirth here. When it came to this energy here of the moon, they showed you their dark night of the soul, that a new soulmate could come in for you. And if you be obedient, with obedience here, even if you couldn't see the new person coming in, they just needed you to be obedient and see that the love affair, that this dirty little secret this person was keeping behind your face, that was two-faced it to you. You know what I mean? Their moon came straight in to show that their affair was here. And that's why they're trapped with it telling us in the moon, in the energy. And that's why they wanted you to vacate, get away, relax, and have some other fun. Like have a roster. Have something, so like when somebody else is entertaining anybody else, like you won't feel like somebody, like that's why this person was able to move off and have whatever. Like we ain't gotta be loyal to somebody that ain't gonna be like, they don't lie to our face. Like sometimes you just don't have to tell everybody every little waking thing about yourself. Legal issues, like this person got problems, like they already dealt with the law before, and they was just confusing you about who they was. Complex, confused, conflicting, hopeless. Then they was already gonna be that way in your life anyway. You know what I mean? And was paranoid that you was gonna find out who they truly was with the narcissist here. And daydreaming. Like how long it's gonna be in their head before they figure out my delusion. You know what I mean? With delusion and hopes and dreams. Like that I ain't who I said I am. Like I'm not gonna be able to do what I need to do for the family. I'm not gonna be the provider. Right. And Divine said, well, if you're not gonna be the provider, you're not gonna be rolling on the mattress with them, and you know what I mean, bringing them diseases, you know, type shit. You know what I mean? So I summons my divine collective to come in with summons. And that person got anxiety. You know what I mean? With French. We? Me too? No, not you. Just collective. And that's the caveman. They went out there with the men in black, got out there, drove them out there to the cave. And a big black SUV to the cave and opened it up. And then they came back changed. You see Blueface and came back. That ain't Blueface. I don't know who that is. It's a face, but it ain't Blueface. It is, but it's a face, but it ain't Blueface. Yeah, it's a situation that's about to explode here. Yeah, it's a bank failure, some kind of fantasy here. Some thief is here playing a fool. Their ego is so big here, and they got a poor reputation when it comes to women. Somebody that's blindsided by love and don't love. And somebody ain't 10 toes down with somebody here. They ain't 10 toes for nobody. They 10 toes for themselves. That says Cupid's arrow and love, unconditional. They want you to love them. But this is also somebody that is attacks or assaults person or an attorney. Somebody might get beat up. An attorney might get beat up. Somebody might get attacked. Here, some attorney. So I told you somebody might be out here body jumping. Spirit might be out here beating up people. I told you some people that was coming against people. They don't know. They might get themselves hurt. I don't even know. I'm just reading the cards. I don't even know. I just read what I see under violates your boundaries. Somebody that violates somebody's boundaries. When it comes to this situation, they violated their livelihood. Somebody do that shit. Especially if you know you shit. Somebody. You know, it ain't the first time. It won't be the last time. Shit. I just read the cards. I just work here. Archangel Michael says somebody's being protected. Somebody that's shattered. Especially if they're coming towards you. Especially a psycho. Psycho and somebody that ran or running or got been running. They ain't been running their mouth. Running their abusive, predictable behaviors on people when it comes to their violates your boundaries. And somebody could violate some kind of parole officer or some probation or some kind of restraining order and show up or something like that. A male, masculine material, so offering you something on this path to do something, some kind of something in your favor, but it's not going to be in your favor because it's coming with 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 more for you to. You see, she's bending down, she's turning over, she's crossing her legs, all that shit. It comes with something. It's flowers. These roses really smell like boo boo. And you see two women sitting there. So if you're willing to play this 7, 10,
A wheel. Nah, some it's playing on some dark night of the soul. That's magic to make you do some kind of come to them spells, give it to me spell, like because it's a psycho, some kind of cunning, convincing, some kind of cunning behavior, some kind of predictable behavior, something you seen them do before. Yeah, something that they do. Oh, look at the flowers. Look at the flowers. You see what I mean? It's like the flowers tell me that they painting something of a mistake or something. Like that song say, the flowers could mean guilt about something that they did the night before. Under pain, no pain, no gain. Yeah, that's a tower. Hell no. That's what I said. Like that shit felt too many flowers out here. Why they ain't look? And then they standing behind the door with the aid of voices, crying. They're blinded to the truth. No, it's a no. It's a goddamn no. It's a fucking hell. Goddamn no. And matter of fact, it's a yelling hell no with this sword here, with this queen of swords. It's a hell fucking no. Excuse my language. It's a hell no. It's a fucking tower. Tower. Let's see. Tower. Tower. Mm-mm. It's a no. Flipping your perspective. Mm-hmm. Somebody's a weaver here. Addictions, bondage, being manipulated, feeling stuck and confined, needing to loosen up and have fun and liberate, but slippery servitude here. But then it turns around and says unexpected change when it comes to a massive shift in beliefs of shattered paradigms and flipping into an opportunity to rebuild your life in new ways, but being flexible and find shards of light in the chaos. But
borrow his car and cell phone to go apartment hunting.
some is emotional materials. Something happy and fulfillment that they thought they was gonna have elsewhere when a rival dance. I told you that awkward dance they did with a third party to set the stage. Something that they thought was joyful when it came to manifesting the hearts and love with a third party with unity and souls of the mind. Some kind of cycle of a competition when it came to coming from a fruitful for fruit for wishings, right? When it comes to as all hearts align. So they thought they had your heart. That's a triangulation. They had you embedded in that when they first entangled with the song and the dance of the stepping together and the celebration. Their one giant love. Like they thought they was gonna have you entangled in that shit. Okay. And then it says serendipity, some joy, some synchronicity, creativity, and playfulness. I know you playing when they time for spinning the fucking block. I know you lying with finding the new possibilities, unexpected magic. And when that magic didn't work, the opportunist, you know what I mean, to refresh, to rejoice, and the mystical poet of this energy, the poetic justice of this energy, the youthfulness and the imaginative person swimming in this visceral energy. Like this could be like skimming the fat off or something that she begins to understand the spot, some kind of you begin to realize something when it comes to living a magical life is a choice. Somebody that was displaying some kind of intention that you didn't like. Mm-hmm. Emotions. A flash of clarity came through for somebody when it came to a reaction, some kind of empathetic truth, a sensitive wisdom when it came across the seas, a subtle magic when it came to now lies with you, because they lied to you, right? Tell me somebody about the indecision, about some kind of angus and knowing the way, but the choice feeling like you are between a rock and a hard place of silent intuition, but it came to the many faces of the wind. So they had two choices in the quality of horror. That was a horrible situation to be in because they couldn't make a decision when it came into a laughable situation. And it was plausible, but they got stuck. And the angus leaves me lost. And then without nowhere to know, these two are the same, both the best, but fuck it. They said fuck it. Okay? Somebody that slept deep, resting in renewal, but they also felt pain and separation when it came to the heartbreak and unexpected letdown. When it came to a disappointment and how the relationship had ended them in pain and woundings. When it came to the final understanding what was needed to be healed here, when it came to a taste of the broken voice. And I told you that's where the voice came in when it came to attack some energy here. When it came to I am the master of my soul and the driver of my reign and the choosing to live whole, sometimes my joy becomes laced with pain. And that's why they lace blunts, joints, drugs, and alcohol to lace the pain away with numb. So that's how they sleep deep. When they sleep, they barely could sleep because it's sleepless nights here, reflecting and waiting, intimate, initiate, suspend, and life will grow. Somebody that transition help come from unexpected places, quiet moment, and successful expansion after a period of difficulty, crossing thresholds and changing a realignment. Distant covered in the hands of the muse. And I told you this was the hand of the muse right here. That was somebody crossing different paths when it came to a situation or circumstance, when it came to somebody's material hustle or even their material gain, like how they played this hand out. When it comes to giving and receiving and flowing with abundance, to being charitable and accepting help from others. But that person, when you helped them and when they got to come up, they went and helped something or someone else without giving you your flowers. And that's why I knew that these flowers was painted for a reason of mistake, because they shouldn't have never took what they good should have gave to you and gave to something or someone. Like somebody would come from jail and you held them down the whole time, and then they come home and go be with somebody else under material, under giving and receiving to something or someone else, the power and balance, the side stepping against you when it comes to misery of a misery mindset. Somebody kind of dropped the generosity and some kind of prosperity to make this flow state lean, porous. I give all that I can take. Somebody that took all they could take and they couldn't stand no more here. So they put up a fight or put up some kind of something here when it came to a pause or accepting some kind of progress or perseverance. A long game where they played the long hand, but they also wanted some future gratitude or some kind of something for their diligence, that what they invested in. Gotcha. Now they rethinking some kind of reestablish or some redirecting and stepping into some timeline or waiting patiently when it came to oppose or reap or a reward that sold from the past, but they can't reap the harvest off of it now because something about the with the diamond and trying to scroll, trying to get a nut in it. You know what I mean? Some kind of that you came too far, but they also went too far off path when it came to doing too much. When it came to working and perfecting your craft, and they did that with an artisan. When they did that shit with fucking strategy and with the queen here, and I told you with the chess and the checkers and all that shit with the with proficiency here. You know what I mean? They spent roses with proficiency, master weaver here with string together their beautiful craftsmanship to take on a tale of success and satisfaction. It was just a tale. It wasn't the truth. It was a faking it till they made it. It was all fake. It was a daddy fake it here. And so she helped see some seeker here pursue some kind of perspective that wasn't a real reality here. Some kind of vibration of success, but it wasn't really success. It was like a false success. It was like, yeah, we got this money, but it was gone by tomorrow type shit. It wasn't that type of money that sticks to you like glue, like the kind of money that reinvests itself and like got multiple streams of income off of it, and you can make a brand off of it and things like that, and like you got more and you comfortable and you ain't crying and you got more than enough to give and it's running over and it's more where that came from type shit. You know what I mean? The muse of pouring blessings into the present and becoming protective, a facade of the hard working nine of pentacles has finally dropped. And this is also where some energy of ten of pentacles, where the material sex and the family and the creating of its legacy and the prosperities and the communities and the dynasties of love and the wealth. And this is where including helping others and harvesting of a season here. This is a bound of the guarding of legacies here. And I told you that was here coming in when Dynasty came in and the Carrington family came in here. You know what I mean? We already had reached royalty. We was already living on the rich side. You know what I mean? The term. And all right, so this also talks about manifesting and discovering how to create this abundance and practicing and planning and learning and new energies and new beginnings and new skills, and also being a student that works and on becoming this future entrepreneur and leader and branding and all this. You know what I mean? Forbes lifts ratings and things of that nature. And this is also where these are bringing in some kind of love and hope, and through the gifts of nurturing substantial vitalities and healths and prosperities and joys on this earthly muse of legacies of material essences and windows of wealth that are coming through with whole communities for lifetimes and wonder. Okay, none of that wonder vision no more. Whatever when they was chasing ass, we out here chasing like wealth. You know what I mean? So take this message as it would resonate. Guys, I want to tell you guys thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys taking in with me. I want to give you a little bit more, and then I'm gonna catch you guys later. Out of the Queen of Materials, these are spiritual attacks. They were coming against you. These are things that have empowered you, and you've transmuted pain into your peace here. And I gotta say, like, you are well on your way. Some insight. The anchor is here when it came to the dust that's already on the table. When it comes to as the day fades, ensure your position is secure, is what is that? Prepares you for what comes next. It's something that's coming next when it comes to the buoyant spirit. Stay buoyant in life's waters. Lightheartedness is your anchor. So they got the anchor twice in different messages when it comes to a childlike wonder. You know what I mean? Keep that childlike spirit. You know what I mean? When it comes to mutual strengths, support flows both ways, strengthening others, and they will strengthen you. That's this connectivity here, where it's an invisible web of the connection from the divine magical strings and the magical strings that these devils and demons have magically, energetically tied themselves. They don't have any gifts when it comes to that kind of stuff. You do. You have all the power. Yeah. When it comes to a quiet strength, you think you quietly gonna elevate. These worn paths are so over. The balance of flux is here. When it comes to a fragile, what was fragile is now balanced here in its energy. What was shape shifting is now adaptable. Grace here. Flexibility is your greatest asset in changing the environment. Embrace change and move with it. When it comes to balance, stability is an illusion, and constant adjustment is the key. So some distant reaches here, and also a whisper in the wind. Your message is carried on the breeze. Trust it into finding its way. And I told you it's finding its way to you. This money, this new something that has not been discovered is discovered here. When it comes to the sign of peace, the present of calm in your life signals that your decisions are leading you towards stable future, and your stable future is coming in, and that Mr. Right is coming in. You're learning to ground your energy in the right way. Aftermath of a calm, after the chaos, peace returns. Use this time to rebuild and reflect. Okay, take this time to reuse and reflect. Okay, you have went through a lot of time, a lot of things, and you have all on a new journey. The labyrinth here, the interwoven story among the palms. Your story emerges with those of the countless others. Of on the lonely at the top. You know, and we get there though. We do get there. When it comes, I told you, leave the past. Leave the past behind. So we leave the past and we leave the past behind. And you know, we no longer serves us there. And this is for pure renewal. Allow yourself to be cleansed. Renew comes through surrendering. Okay, avoid the shallows. Stay vigilant to unseen risks. They can derail your progress. So something is derailing your progress if you focus on something that's not serving you too long. All right, and then I'm gonna get the last little bit, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna catch you guys a little later.
And I thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me as well. So let's see. I don't know what's coming out, but let's see. Take a little bit. Take a little bit. We got finding the balance. Somebody finds the balance here now that their things have cleared through. Your light is shining bright like a candle. And listening to your inner guides, your inner voices, your crown chakra of knowledge and wisdom are are really in tune. Sadness and isolation is lifting off of you. You're being lifted from that grief and pain. You're transmuting it where it hurt you, had you in a fetal position. You are now able to release it with baggage be gone. Okay, everything is beautiful coming through with a change here. Everything is going to be beautiful. Everything's going to be all right. The universe has your back. I got your back. Even I got your back. I got you. Yes, pick yourself up. Pick up after yourself. Somebody that needs to clean up after themselves. Clean up their spiritual habits. Somebody that has a soul rebirth here when it comes to beneath the water's surface, the soul finds renewal through quiet reflection. So something reflects here when it comes to blame, when it comes to surrendering. Somebody that blames you for something that you had nothing to do with. Okay, somebody that's unhappy with themselves. Okay, I gotta tell you that. Somebody that's guilty of what they didn't do, what they said they didn't do, they did it. They're guilty. And somebody that is gonna have a lot of abundance, they're gonna be guilty for some of the stuff they did. I gotta tell you, and it's gonna be a big thing. I gotta tell you, it's gonna be real big. Magnanimous me, and it's going to somebody gonna see something to the bone, to the bone. X-ray, you're gonna see right through something or someone. All right, you guys, I'm gonna say namaste, and I think I must go. Bye, guys. I appreciate you start hanging out with me. 22121 is what I saw. Thank you, and namaste 222.